Hello. I, but there you guys are. I was confused. All right. Today, this was I'm gonna say impulse buy. I was watching a stream and they had $50 off the Pro version. I think this is the Pro version. It doesn't actually say Pro on this side, but basically what that means is it's got the 1.1.5 new board in it, control board, and then there is a Bowden tube or the PTFE tube is Capricorn, and then something else. It's got an all metal extruder. So I don't know if that's the case, but let's see. It was on sale, and I'm going to put together for you guys. Well, basically for me. You guys are just going to be along for the ride. I may have to stand up for some of this. Alright, so first off, you got the booklet, which I'm going to need because I don't know how to do this one. I'm going to switch to this guy. Ready? So, yep, it's got the all metal. So this is an upgrade. So you won't need to replace the current one, which is really nice. Although this isn't even on the thing, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. I was gonna say it's heavy, but you're not moving that around anyway. So it's not direct drive or anything. Alright, then you have your screen, which is very similar to the original one. This is really dark. Oh well. And then your X or your Z. Whoop! Sorry about that. I don't know why that's so your Z up and downer. So this is the magnetic bed. I've heard bad things about it, but it's not unusable, I guess. So we'll probably keep that. I actually have another one of those I bought before I realized that I didn't want to use it. And then I went with a different style of magnetic bed for my main Ender 3, my first Ender 3. Alright, so then this is your, this goes on the very top. So basically this is how your motors go back and forth. It's Core XY adjacent, I'm gonna say. Meaning that Core XY technically doesn't ride on it the same way this one does. There's subtle differences I'll get into a little bit later. You do get a nice mini spool versus the little tiny bit of filament that you get. This is the same spool that I got on my CR10, which is kind of nice. Not that it's great filament, but at least you get something. So then this is probably all your tools and other miscellaneous stuff. The spool holder, scraper, tools, and the parts to put it together. Whoop! I'm just all over the cameras today. Sorry. So, and this is going to be the bottom part with your control board and such in there. I would open it up, but I'm going to trust that it is the newer one. Alright, so then you have your vertical things, whatever they are. Okay, and I think that is it. Yes. Okay, so I gotta get this out of the way. Alright. Here we go. Don't mind me. Sorry, my headphones fell off. Oh, my screen's still rocking. I'm sorry about that. All right. So I guess we start with the... All right, that's enough. Oh, no. Right. So the book. Let's do this, shall we? I'm going to skip all the words and look for the pictures. Jeez, Pete. I'm going to do this for now until that thing settles down. Sorry about that. Notes. Alright. So, here are all of the things. So you got your heated bed, your leveling screw. I guess that's nice now. So the early reviewers of this got potentially a different unit than what is currently being sold. So they've made subtle changes. That's the thing with Creality, is they really change, and they do a lot of iterations to their design, to their products. So if you bought it in the beginning, it's totally, well, not totally different, but it's very different than what it would have been if you bought it like right now, for instance. All right, so bottom frame is this piece, and then 4 pieces of these. So I'm gonna unwrap these real quick, like I don't need this right now. I don't know if the music is too loud or not. Looks like it might be. I'll turn it down just a smidge. I'm trying to match like the music volume to the volume of like just ambient noise in here. Really, there's nothing going on except for my laptop has a really loud fan in it, so I probably could have picked a better streaming device. And it's streaming over Wi-Fi, which is gross too, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you're in my basement. Not Chris's basement. Do not be mistaken. This is not Chris's basement. This is much more dingy than Chris's basement, and I haven't quite... I mean, these are new as of yesterday, but the one was basically down here by itself, all lonely like, and then I got a little bug to start working on it. I really wanted to basically build my own printer, basically buy a bunch of extrusions and make a 500 millimeter by 500 millimeter by 500 millimeter tall Core XY machine, and I still might. I'm a little. I don't even say overwhelmed. It's just I've got other things to spend my time on, I guess. So I haven't really tried to do that. All right. So I don't know why. So this one's really bright, but maybe just because I have 2 lights on me. I should have had another one kind of pointing down, but all right, we're gonna look down for now. All right, so you basically have your same set of Allen keys, your hypodermic. I'm not gonna stop calling it that. I like how they packaged this better though, because the other ones just come in like a little tiny piece of foam, and then it's like almost impossible to see like where the needle pokes out, although that one was really close to the end too. But this is a acupuncture needle. I've only used mine once on the other one. Another set of clippers. This is my 4th. Actually 5th technically, but I don't know what I did with the other ones. Alright, so then you have all your zip ties, which I think are going to be very essential in this build. And then your extra bag. So all of these are going to be used to tighten everything. I've used the screwdriver, but I don't use it very often. Alright, so then I don't need the rest of this right away. I'll put it off to the side. Alright, so still looking for 8 pieces M5 by 25 screws with 8 washers. Alright. Registration. No thanks. Oh, or no. Just comes with the same extra nozzle and Bowden tube coupler. Not Bowden tube. PTFE? Bowden? Yeah, whatever. So then here are 4 by 10. So that must be these. There's sure a lot of them. They come with the washer already on it. So that is a lie. Alright, so I need 8 of these. I'm just going to put them right here for now. I'm guessing that they give you extras because they have in every other one. Alright, so this is going to get crowded awfully quick. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, so they show, doesn't matter. So basically, you're going to set it on its side and install these 4 screws, or 2 screws per. Okay, is there a bottom and a top of this? These are all exactly the same. There are no differences. Cool. I mean, I'm gonna get halfway through this and have to like redo it because that's how everything I ever do works out. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. Ah, again, I should have grabbed my I never ever take the Allen key out until it's like too late and I already needed it 15 seconds ago. But alright, let's just gently, I'm guessing it's the biggest one. It usually always is. Right? Sure is. Right, I'm going to, I don't know, I think I'm just going to snug it but not tighten it. I haven't quite decided how I want to do this as far as squaring it up. I don't know. I think that this is basically going to square itself as soon as you start tightening everything together, but I kind of want to get everything on here before I tighten it. That's missing. Oh, that must be where the it's missing an end cap, this thing here. Oh, can't get it into focus. This thing here, it's missing that on that front one. Let's see. So I'm guessing that's probably where the oh shoot, there are differences. So this one has a hole in it. This one had a this one has an extra screw hole in the side. So all of them do. I see that now. And it was supposed to go on the top. Yep. I called it. I see that now. I see that it says that there's a hole in the top of this, but I didn't really understand what that meant. Sweet. Well, I'm glad I didn't smash it on there because I get to take it off. It goes all the way through, so I don't think it matters inside or outside. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Oh no! Wait for it. Oh, I got it. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days, guys. One of those days. It's like putting IKEA furniture together. There are no words, but an Allen key. Oh my goodness, that I can't hold on to. Sorry, it's probably really loud right there. Alright, now to take the one off I just put on. Because, yay, redundant. Oh, that's nice though. There's a 50-50 shot to put this on. And I chose poorly. I'm good at that. I'm good at choosing poorly. At least it's easier now that it holds itself up. Oh, back up. Goes on top. The little thing that goes on top. The other threaded insert set. I'm guessing... No, I have no idea what it's for. No clue yet. I can't even fake knowing. I think I've never expected to buy this. But I was watching somebody's YouTube channel. I don't remember who now. And they had a coupon code for it to get $50 off. So it was like $3.49. Probably still is on Amazon. If you're a Prime member, you can probably get it still for that price. Goes on top. But I'm doubting that whoever's watching this right now is watching it when this quote-unquote aired, so potentially can't get one. I'm excited to have another one that I don't have to mod. Besides, I will replace the fan shroud because I have one that I really like. Actually, I'll go get it real quick. I want to show you guys it. Stay tuned. Yeah, so it's this one. So this fan shroud, you take out the hot end and then just put it right on there, and then it holds everything nice and tight, and it's just the one side. I wish whoever designed this would redesign it to go around and shoot around it, but this really gives you an opportunity to, it really allows you to see like what you're printing. And I really like that, so I might install that immediately. This one was, I printed this out of PETG on my Ender 3, my original Ender 3, the one behind me. And it printed really well, but then it's a Amazon Basics. They stopped making it, or they stopped producing it. I don't know if it had issues. I don't really love the way it was working. I had a lot of trouble with getting it to be hot enough, and my extruder stepper motor would skip, and I think I was just, so I kept raising the temperature thinking that it wasn't quite hot enough, and I think that then I ended up pushing, or then I ended up melting my PTFE tubing, the Bowden tube. Which was Capricorn. I ended up melting that in there because I tried to push it to like 250 Celsius. So that was rather annoying. But and then the problem I ended up having was if I switched back to so when I would switch back to PLA, I would have issues because what was left in there wasn't melting. So I just was like, I got kind of fed up, and I decided that I would rather I would rather have multiple machines. So I bought a CR10 a long time ago, and I said when I was setting up my other Ender 3 that was a regret buy. If I were to do it again, I definitely would not buy that machine. A lot of people love them. I just am not one of those people. I think that the reason I don't love it, I haven't used it enough to love it, but I feel like I'm going to have to make too many modifications to it for it to be as good as something I could have bought for the same price. Specifically the artillery. I should have bought that, I think. Alright, so what? Okay, so I can't put 2 in here, so I have to put 1 in here and 1 in the top, and that's what those extra bolts are for. But I haven't tightened everything up yet, so once this is all squared on here, yep, that's the right way. So this is this step, so 2 in the sides, and so it goes on with this part. Nope, I did it wrong. Again, I'm glad I looked. So this box is going to be the front of it, and then this is the back, so this spins around 180 degrees. Cool. I'm glad I looked. But yeah, so I think I really wanted the artillery, and I still may get it. The reason this was an impulse buy is I've been like, so with an Amazon credit card, you get Amazon credit, basically. I know I can get the cash back or whatever, but I get 5% off of all of the stuff, and then whatever. I've been saving that money, hoping to like get $400 of it. It's been like a few years or whatever, to get $400, and then spend that money on the artillery. Well, I kind of gave up because I had like 300. So this one I had like $310 or something, and then this one cost $350. So I just used that and ended up getting this one for really, really good. I considered a really good deal with all the upgrades and stuff, so I don't have to buy anything else. But I guess there's the thought of potentially the community on this one is a little bit bigger, but I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and they, like, everybody that's gotten their hands on an artillery loves it. It comes out of the box with silent stepper motor drivers, which this one also does, but it's the Creality's version of it. So it's fine. It's still quiet, and I like it, but I don't know if it's powerful enough for these drivers. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, because these, I don't know how much more force any of this stuff needs, or if it even does need any more force. But if it does, I'm sure that they thought it out. I don't know what the difference between the 1.1.5 and the 1.1.4 or 1.14. I don't remember what they're called now. I knew it a second ago, but not much. So that's interesting. Oh, it smashes down some more. I assume that that's the one I needed for the side ones. Yep. It wasn't sitting on there quite right. I'm just, like I said, snugging these all up because I want to go back through and make sure that it's all square, because this literally like deflects so I can put it on there, so I don't trust that I've gotten it all square. I'm just gonna kind of like wiggle stuff around and then make sure that it's kind of sitting flat, although I can't really test the flatness on this, but we'll see. Better. probably know. So you want to make sure that you can screw your, like anytime you're doing any kind of bolt or nut or screw or anything, you want to make sure that you can get it in with your fingers, because if you just go straight in at it with washers or not washers, but like tools, you're most likely going to strip it out. And with aluminum, that's especially easy. All right, I'm gonna tighten all of these now, I guess. I'm gonna set that off the edge so it's flat. I don't like doing it this way, but it seems like it's gonna be easier, meaning I don't like using the long end because I can put too much torque on here, but it keeps falling out otherwise. I'll just kind of get them all. I'm actually gonna turn it every time. No, maybe I'll just stick with this way. So, I'm excited for this one, mainly because it's my first introduction to this new build platform dropping down versus the build platform shaking. So I feel like you're going to get a lot better consistency with your layer lines, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I've never used them, but I do know that, like, when I put a magnetic bed with new magnets on the bottom of my Ender 3, and what I noticed is that added weight to my Y carriage, like my Y build plate carriage, essentially. So when it would push back and forth, it would, like, so I could see judder in it. So I was like, so this one right here. And I could feel a difference in it. Even though this is thinner, it's still metal, and then I put magnets on it so it would, like, really snap down. But so I feel like that would be a better thing for this, really, because I feel like this is going to, because the platform just moves down. But I've heard that there are issues when you're just trying to keep it level, like, because it's got a very long base on it, so like it sticks way out, cantilevered bed essentially. And so the teaching tech did a good video on like a way to kind of counterbalance that, not counterbalance it, but like basically support it. So I might look into doing that. And I liked his videos too, because he turns this into its own build chamber. And so that's what I think I might try and do with this one, and make it the one I use, like ABS or anything that requires a heated chamber to do like higher end materials. Right now I've just done PETG and only mildly successfully. And then the PLA, because everything can do PLA basically. So I figured this one was going to take a little bit longer to put together because I don't know how to do it. But it looks like everything is kind of putting together very easily. So I don't know, this back plate is where I'm kind of like not sure about, because I don't know how exactly that works, but it looks like it's pretty straightforward. Alright, so this is the front. Alright, so that's on. It can move. Not super freely, but it can move. So I kind of want to make sure that all of these are tight. These ones feel a little too tight. What I'm looking for, again, is just to make sure that they move, but like you can't, so when you try and move them, it moves the carriage, but you want to be able to move them a little bit. That one's good, actually, like independently, because otherwise it'll wear. All right, so that worked. That looks good. Now, next step. What? Okay, so I need these ones again. I need 4 of them. I think I have 2 extra, most likely. So then you're taking this back piece, not this one. This is your bed. Ooh, it comes with the bed springs too. So this is another upgrade that I would recommend doing, is the extra. Why can't I get that to the yellow bed springs? These are crushed though. Hopefully they, well, whatever. I think it's better to be crushed to start with than the other way around, but than not crushed. I just like having a bed, like a magnetic bed, but I think that these tend to lose their their ability to be magnets at certain temperatures. So Chuck Hollaback did a thing on that too, where he kind of like debunked it by like seeing it at like a certain temperature, and then it didn't actually have any issue. So perhaps then it's not necessarily something that I need to worry about. Okay, so back is this one. Oh, okay. I didn't have to worry about that. I was like, there are extra screws in here. I was worried that I forgot to like put them in the right spot, but I didn't have to put those on. So because I got the top orientation correct, I didn't have to worry about that. All right, so now this part, I don't want to touch the greasy bits. All right, so this goes in here somehow. Probably not like that. All right, so take this over there. All right, so yeah, it just goes straight in like that. But I mean, not quite like that, but it goes in very similar to that. I'm gonna put all the screws in, and then eventually, or inevitably, as it were, I will probably be picking these up off of the table once I drop it. Alright, so now Allen key, and I'm gonna do them like a like you would do a car tire. So I'm gonna start in the opposite corners. I feel like it's already causing me issues. There it goes. Yeah, that did go in. I was just like, I didn't feel like it was going in. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the center. I lied. I'm going to put it up here. Tighten it a little bit more. Tighten this one. Oh. So it does have the anti-backlash, so hopefully it doesn't. So that prevents it from like going up and down a little bit, but I don't know if that prevents it from actually dropping down when there's no power. So like if you lose power, I have a battery backup, which is the thing over here. This thing is a battery, well, you can't see it on that screen, whatever. It's a battery backup, and that's what I use when I'm printing. I don't think it's going to be big enough for all 4 of these, but it's big enough for one to, like, keep power for a minute. I don't know how long it'll actually work, but it's a good. I just want clean power going to it, just because it's like my computer. It's not quite as expensive as a computer, but getting clean power into anything is going to make it perform that much better. So if I can't figure out something and it ends up being like a bug with just because I'm sending it like not quite the right current. Speaking of which, I don't know how to set the power supply. Yep. 230. 115. Don't forget to do that. If there's one piece of advice I can give every single person, it's make sure you flip that to the right current. Alright, so next step is going to be attaching the bed. Is this still called? See, it's not going to be called a Y carriage anymore, right? Because it's to go above or below above, because it's going up and down with the Z, so that's kind of confusing. So, oh, these ones didn't come with their. Don't love these washers. I feel like I say that every time, or I've said that every time, but they're still they just get crushed, and then like they'll give out, and then the actual bolt is no longer like supporting anything, or it just is loose. So like I feel like these would actually cause more issue than would be worth, but who knows? I'm not an engineer. I just listen to what other people say and pretend that that's the truth. All right, so I'm gonna just shove them all in here. Which one do I need? This one probably. Sure enough. It's only showing 4, but they give me 8. So I'm gonna use 6 of them, because there are 6 holes up here. Like, so if you look at the holes in here, I don't know if you can't really see them. Man, that is a terrible view. I wonder if I've like somehow broken that camera. I can't do anything with it now anyway. So cancel. I don't care. Whatever. It's just gonna be dark. Very, very, very dark. I don't like that view then. So basically there's 6 of them up there, and I'm just gonna put all 6 in here, because what could hurt? Except for this kind of hurts. This really kind of sucks. Now I see how, like, I don't understand how this bed could even ever stay level, like, for the amount of weight it has on it for this. Maybe that's why they only tell you to do the 4. Yeah, see, it's already wanting to go down. So The one that I want to build, when I build it, it's going to have dual Z. It's going to have it on both sides, and it's going to have 4 of these rods to keep it square, or maybe just 3. 3 might work too. So like 2 in the back and 1 in the front, or vice versa, so you can actually get at it. Something. I want to do something, but I wanted to like prevent this from happening. And it doesn't want to do that when it gets down to the bottom, so that means it's probably not quite square. Whatever. It felt fine. Don't mind that noise, it's just me dropping stuff. Alright, so the next step will be to put on the extra accessories, including but not limited to the extruder motor and extruder, or not extruder, with the Bowden style thing, and then the front faceplate, which goes on that, and then if this so I'm thinking oh, never mind. It's just a T, because it's like it is not gonna have a thing for it. I'm sorry. Oh, it doesn't make the noise. Whatever. Alright, so I was thinking it was going to have like screws in it, like all the other ones did, but it's just a T-nut, so it's not that big of a deal. We're okay. Crisis averted. It's the smaller one. I feel like they gave me 2 of the exact same sized ones. Nope, one's actually smaller. Must be for the board and such. Sword and board. Alright, so I'm going to put this on. Man, I hate these like slidable ones. Whoop, there it goes. These ones actually slid a little bit better than I had before. That looks like it's loose. Nope. Nope. Perfect. Alright, so now the next one would be the spool holder. Which goes... I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. Do it kind of frickin'. No, I'm going to do it backwards so it hold bigger rolls of filament. Not that I have any bigger rolls of filament, just in case. Get out of there! Let go my Allen key. Really? Why can't I let go? There it goes. These ones I don't have to worry about as much because I'm not tightening them into aluminum, at least not that I'm aware of. I mean, it could still be aluminum, I just don't know. Alright. So, I gotta loosen these up. This thing weighs a ton. This is my first all-metal of these. To be completely honest, I don't think that this is necessary on here. because you have a very straight line. Son of a biscuit. You guys are just gonna let me do that, huh? That's not where that goes. You guys can't see the... Here's this one. That goes in the back over there. So that should be on that one. Darn it. I mean, it wouldn't be a Apollyon stream if I didn't screw something up. Oh, that sucks too, because I like scratched the paint on here. Man, I can't have anything nice. Oh, it weighs a ton now. That's, I guess, better. I was wondering why it looked like there was only one place to put it on the other one, and I had like choices. But I wasn't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I like choice. After I get done saying, I can tighten this as much as I want to, and then remove it very awkwardly on live TV. I'm calling this TV. I'm technically on a TV, so I think it counts. Yep, I hate these T-nuts. Officially. B-slot extrusion nuts, whatever they are. Hate them. Hate them a lot. I mean, I think I hate it because of, like, the angle I have to like try and use it on, and I'm glad that they give you the rounded ones, because otherwise it would be impossible, or impossible adjacent. Alright, so that one's in there for reals. I just watched it. Man, that's not going to be tall enough. Yeah, okay, it is. Just barely, though. I got a text message. Back to this one. How high up? Relatively high up. Alright, so now wiring my jobbers. But where, oh where do I zip tie things? Alright, so I feel like that's on sideways. I don't like that already. So I'm going to zip tie that one first off. Oh, they're way over here. So, like, it already looks like it's fraying and it's pointing out the wrong direction. I felt like this should have been on, like, a side. But I'm going to zip tie it to this, like, open screw. I feel like that's where everybody is zip tying them to these days. This doesn't move nearly as much as the normal ones that I have, so it's probably not as much of an issue, but I still don't care to like have something like dangling. So hopefully that's all that needs, and then plug this into here. Don't love it. Don't know where to put it. And then this is bed temp, so I need bed thermistor. Blammo. Alright, bed and bed thermistor done. Alright, what's this? This is very long, and this is going to be Y. Y is this direction. So this is the Y motor? This is the Y motor? That's my guess. So let me check. Yes, it is. It says it right there. Y. You can't see that. Alright, so... Alright. I don't know how to route the wiring in this. I feel like it's not as big of a deal because it doesn't move much, but maybe that makes it a bigger deal. So nothing's going in these ones, so I could like shove this stuff in here, and then like I could have gone behind that for Y. Oh. So this is the Y, oh, whatever, you're gonna have this view for a second. This is the Y thingy jobber. Nope, I'm gonna go inside of this. And then the bottom. You can't see that. So maybe I can mash it into this cable, or mash it into this V-slot extrusion, and then that'll be good enough. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to look up some cable management. Alright, so this is probably the Z end stop. It's short and it's by itself. Extruder. What? Oh. So that goes to here. It's like, how is there a Z? I thought it was smaller. Alright, so there's that one. This one's good, this one's good. So what is this now? This is Z and Z end stop. Where is the Z end stop? So Z extruder is this one down on the bottom here. But where is Z end stop? I feel like it's the very top there. Holy crap. So, what? Alright, so this is going down here, and then this is going to go all the way to the top. So right now I'm pushing it all the way down just to make sure, and then make sure it can go in every place that you put it. Looks good. So there's another. This is just gonna have to go off the side here. I don't love that at all. Because this needs to be able to go everywhere. So I'm immediately not a fan of I'm very much not a fan of the cable management of this. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to have put all these cables, but where I'm putting them currently does not feel very awesome. Alright, so hot end fan goes in this way. Thermistor. Nope, this is the heated bed, or the hot end, and this is the part cooling fan. And you guys can't see any of this, but then this is the thermistor for the hot end. But that also ugly. I don't know. And it's super tight. So I'm gonna actually lower this. That's as far as it's gonna have to go. Yeah, that's as far as it can go. Alright, so get that. Plug in all the wires and turn the puppy on. Again, whatever. Like, that is freaking gross. That is so tight. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't love any of these options. Alright, so I forgot to plug this in. So this goes into expansion 3, I think, because that's what all the other ones did. Alright, well, here goes everything. Goody. Heat sock on it though. That's good too. I put a heat sock on this one. Alright, 1 second. Get out of my way, everything. Everything out of my way. 1 second, I'll be right back. Just getting an extension cord from across the other side of my house. Alright. Stay. Let me use a quick grip to prevent it from falling off. All right. And then I guess just go up and over. Alrighty. Oh. I don't love any of how this... So this needs to be loose because it needs to go all the way back and forth. So I guess I can tighten it to like here. Wow, I don't love that. Guess I can't tighten it. I guess I'm going to leave it like this for now. Again, that's friggin' loose. Ugh. I hate these stupid T-slots. All right. Well, I need to put filament in it, I guess, but this is the maiden voyage, my first ever attempt at a Cartesian, not Cartesian, what is this? Core XY adjacent. Alright, so also super brittle. Yeah, see, really, all of these cords are gonna go like around where your filament goes? I don't think that that's necessarily the right thing. I'm going to try and make this more of a point. Go away. Go on. No. Oh, it literally is just rolling around it. You guys should have told me. Can't see it. Whoops. Sorry. I already hate this sideways thing. All right. It's not that interesting. Go on. Go on. You're not famous yet. Dude, this is so hard to push through here. I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to have issues. I mean, I guess I did put it in like the furthest possible way from it, but you're not famous. Go on. All right. So, on. I don't like this. Filament path and other paths, and I literally did it like an idiot, so cool. Alright, well, it's on, so let me get the SD card. I'm going to take the SD card out of the stupid holder and then throw the holder or the card thing away because it never works. And then load up 8 gigabytes worth of benchy goodness. Alright, so damn it. I just saved it directly to the benchy, or to, I don't know, Simplify 3D. Hey! Sorry. 3D benchy, done. Add, I'm going to make it be, yeah, sure. Alright, so my preferences are going to be auto. So my layer is going to be 2.4. I have no idea if that's the correct layer height for this one. I think it probably is based on the... You need to know what the pitch of your thing is in order to do that. That thing is very unhappy. Let's see what happens when I do this. Alright, so then you have your no supports, blah blah blah, infill, 10%, or whatever, I don't care. We're gonna do prepare to print, save to SD card, 3D benchy. Alright, so I like how it says, oh, you can't see that. Yeah, the top one is just hosed completely, so let's just remove this one. And move this up. Nah, never mind. Sorry. Alright, so it's done. I'm gonna put it in here. Looks like it's upside down because that's how they get it to the top. Alright, so now I'm gonna, let's see if you can see that. You can kind of. Oh, I can't pull it that far. Oh. So you have to init the card. And then you can print via SD card 3D benchy. Now it's set the bed temperature to 55. Oh, 55. Oh. So it's going to be way up here when it starts printing. I'm actually going to raise you up. I'm going to go to this one though, so you don't have to watch it wobble. Alright, so it'll start printing from there. Nice view of my brick wall. Alright, 34 degrees. It is warm. $39 degrees, 37 degrees. It is accurate. So basically, this thing I was telling you about would go up on here. So you'd have so much, well, you can't really see it, but you'd have so much less view of it. So quick hands. So it'd go up on there. I don't know, you can't really see it, but it'll be just a ton less like printable. Huh. This is still going to be pretty hard for you to see anything happening. Oh well, it's almost there. We'll see. It's at 52 degrees. I don't know, can you see it from this one? Nope. Oh yeah, so you can see it from there. So it's like basically this part goes in here, and then this sits against the wall and just gives you that much more visibility. So I like it. If you want it, I can link it to on Thingiverse. I just haven't. I didn't check any of the belt tension. They feel pretty tense. So it's at 68 degrees. Heated bed is heating 20 degrees. I can't actually read that. I can only read like very big surfaces. I can't really get up to the nozzle very well. So this is on centered. Oh shoot! I never leveled the bed. So cancel. Stop print. Prepare home accesses. Oh yeah, so you can hear, well you can't hear actually, how quiet it is. Do do do. A little bit of ooze came out. I was excited. I thought this was going to go quick. An hour and 14 minutes in, and I just now leveling the bed. Man, do I not love. I'm going to say that 8 or 9 more times, but. So the cool thing about this is that they added a like screwable knob for Z offset. So I might make that a little bit taller. So that I can use the springs. Holy crap. Maybe not. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. Prepare auto home. Set home offsets mean, so now I want to prepare heat PLA. Disable step drivers. I want to auto home, move access, set home offsets. Whoop. Prepare main control. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do disable steppers for right now. Oh, cool. You can just disable X and Y stepper motors. That's better. Alright, so I'm going to loosen these. Wow, does that move a lot. Yeah, that sucks. I don't like that. Definitely going to be printing those ABS bed holder things. I do like that I can see where it is, like way up high. It's not like I'm bending over. Alright, so there's that. There's that. Wow, is that really, really loose? Alright, I'm going to use the thing to get it closer, but boy, is this... I'm not a huge fan. I'm not even a little bit of a fan of the way that this works. So, up. Like, I could push this down with this card. So it's gripping a little bit. Just pushing this card under there is enough to deflect it. Like this thing, I don't know if you can see that. Well, I guess I'm just going to try it because that sucked. Prepare. Main print from Alright, let's try again. I don't know, I mean, adjusting it, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how much this cantilevered bed thing works. Let's try and raise this up. Whoop! Up. Yeah, so that should do it. so we are at 54 degrees on the bed. It's 4:08 here. Wow. Alright, so 64 degrees on the hot end. Now we just wait. I'll speed it up for you. I'm not going to speed it up. I am going to look at how people ran these cables because I hate this. I hate this a lot. There isn't a single cable on here. Well, I guess the one for the Y motor I'm okay with, but other than that, I don't really like any of them. 150. I feel like this heats up a lot slower. Wow, does that look crooked? Am I just seeing that wrong? Let's see it. Three centimeters. 3 centimeters. Yeah, that's way low on the. This side is really, really low compared to this side. Whatever. I like it's quiet. Hasn't spit anything out yet. There it goes. It is too far. So I need to go up, 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 up. Ow! Sorry. Up. Up. Looks pretty good. Well, I mean, you're hearing how loud it is. The fans are about the loudest thing on this, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know if there's anything else. I'm gonna let this finish, unless it starts doing something stupid. The whole machine wobbles though when it. I guess it's not that bad. But basically, see, now you can see what I was talking about. So that, this will go on there like that, well, like this, essentially. So like that's the amount of space it'll take up. So you'll actually be able to see the nozzle, and you'll be able to see it printing. Right now you can't really see it, which sucks. So, you know. Alright, well, I guess I will talk to you guys later. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, here we go. Haha.